Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the School of Love. My name is Maria, and am helping people discover their inner potential for love towards oneself and towards the others. Today, I am going to talk about two types of freedom we are experiencing nowadays. Modernity, in its Marxist influenced view of history, has been majorly carved by two events: the English Revolution, temporarily located after 1642, and the French Revolution of 1789. The growing awareness of individual freedom, situated at the center of the modern human identity, is the foundation of both miracles and catastrophes of the past several centuries, as the two other parameters of the Enlightenment slogan, equality and brotherhood, hardly managed to counterbalance the powerful quest for freedom and the drive for progress and emancipation derived from it. The clear delimitation of freedom from equality and the indirect reference to collective belonging has often led to the interpretation of freedom as the right to do whatever one wants, without any responsibility or accountability whatsoever for one's actions and their consequences. The stress ratio between freedom and the accompanying limitations is probably the most overseen element in modern history, and has caused the emergence of two types of freedom: a toxic one and a healthy one. The first type of freedom, the toxic freedom, is delusional. Individuals with this mindset are victims of universal methods of indoctrination pursued by mainstream media in all areas of life: social cultural absorption, mental emotional appropriation, popularization of lifestyles, and existential beliefs. The channels of management, propagation, and implementation employed by mass media are carefully crafted and controlled, so that the illusion of liberation and emancipation emerges and persists. These processes of skillfully manipulating social actors take place continuously, inconspicuously, within the classic five-step procedure of production, transmission, hierarchization, consumption, and reproduction. The delusional freedom has three major characteristics. Number one, instant gratification. There is something highly seductive, extremely addictive, possibly resulting from the release of dopamine and endorphins, in the spontaneous nature of doing whatever comes to mind in that moment, with little, if any, effort or preparation. Long term, though, this non-committal spontaneity leads to cognitive fragmentation and emotional instability. Number two, superficiality. As Zygmunt Bauman famously put it almost 2 decades ago, surfing has turned from a popular sport into a lifestyle, with people hardly searching for real connectedness and depth, and instead sliding from one input of extreme emotions to another. Number three, inauthenticity. A combination of the two previous elements, inauthenticity refers to the inability to live according to self-generated standards and ideals. External validation, as well as media-reinforced models and prescriptions, serve as guidelines and referential systems, with the direct consequences of confusion, frustration, and purposelessness. This is the type of freedom granted by cyberspaces. You go online. There is no one to restrict you in doing whatever you want. You pretend to be whoever you want. You drink from the effortlessly available holy grail of unlimited resources with immediate effects. You lie and nobody catches you. You deceive and it stays as the absolute truth. Eventually, you believe your own fabrications. They seem better, more fulfilling than the meaningless, boring 9 to 5 job, the nagging wife, the screaming children. In the cyberspace, you are free to be the master of the universe. Admittedly, less momentarily satisfying, the healthy freedom is the path to existential fulfillment. It is a highly personal endeavor, consisting of many quotidian choices in the realm of day-to-day life. It shows 3 features. Innocence. This is the ability to keep an open and curious mind, in spite of challenges and hardships. It is a daily ritual of rediscovering the world again and again, with the awe and the resilience of a little child. Humility. A combination of gratitude towards life as a journey full of miracles and lessons, of loyalty towards oneself and the others, of discipline and acceptance. Individual existence is perceived and processed as part of a greater and more meaningful whole. Education plays a fundamental role in developing an impactful attitude of humility, rooted in healthy self-esteem and a balanced sense of contentment. And lastly, number 3, vulnerability. This is the skill to live wholeheartedly, to open oneself to the world, setbacks and confusions included, to have faith that good things are permanently happening, to live with honest self-love and clear boundaries. Liberation and empowerment are mighty mindsets in defining individuality and happiness, as well as one's position within the larger framework of the society or of the world at large. They are important mental assets in fashioning a sense of self, both in its own structure and dynamics, and in its relation to another, in its correlation to another, eventually in its transcendence through another. Being a liberated and empowered human being, as a man or as a woman, means to grasp and comprehend the responsibilities which come with the right to be free and self-determining. Responsibilities which include, for better or for worse, a sense of awareness of the others and of togetherness in imperfection, of one's fragility and exposure, of one's own need to belong and to be accepted. Liberation and empowerment never meant selfishness and self-centeredness, disregard for rules and morality, entitlement, contempt for pain and longing, which are the main catalysts of current social crises in affluent, post-industrialized, service-dominated Western nations. The restoration of the models of a rigorous, disciplined lifestyle as a means to experience fulfillment, focused on important tasks, while pursuing the path of life with hard work and humility, implies the self-aware reformulation of a positive, dialectical, still clearly outlined identity structure, centered on love, compassion, and honesty, which are basic principles of an innovative, future-oriented interaction with the Enlightenment ideas. Thank you for being with me today. I'm looking forward to welcoming you back very soon. Love and peace to you all.